Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's press conference. Coach Dean, what's your analysis of the game, please?
First of all, congratulations to Antwerp on their win and advancing in the Cup, and I wish them the best of luck in the semifinals and in the Final Four situation. They came out like they wanted the game for the first second and kind of just took it. It felt like they were on their toes, very aggressive, and we were on our heels, counter-punching what they did. You know, they took all the initiative and forced the action, both defensively and offensively. We responded a little bit the second half, but basically when you're down 32 points with 20 minutes to go, it makes things very difficult. As far as advancing goes, I thought we showed some energy the second half, but to do what we had to do today, that had to be over 40 minutes, and it was not. The better team won, the better team advanced, they deserved to go through, and not much more to say than that.
Thank you, Coach. Coach Verbaak, congratulations on making it to the Final Four. What's your thought on the game, please?
Well, I think we played first half one of our best 20 minutes of the season, I think. We were ready, like Coach said. That was very important because 12 points is a lot, but at the same time it's nothing when they start well and aggressive. So we did what we have to do, and we put a lot of energy in it. And third quarter we struggled a little bit, but my players were giving themselves 100% for the minutes, and that's the reason of the result, I think.
Thank you, Coach. Gentlemen of the press, do you have any questions for the coach?
Coach, did you expect to Antwerp to come out of the locker room that aggressive, that with that energy?
You mean that Antwerp would?
Yeah.
You never know. You know, I mean, of course I expected it, and the reason I really expected it is this is our third trip to Antwerp, and we won the last two. And anybody in this league, it's hard to beat 3 times on their home court in one season. And they know we could beat them on this court. So, no, I can't say I was surprised that they came out with that. And it was only 9 days ago. It's tough to come back and beat a team. And it was not the same Antwerp team we played 9 days ago, but it wasn't the same Aalst team either. And I think that was just, you know, they saw the blood in the water. They saw their chance to advance. They had their home court, and they didn't come out halfway where we could have cut into that lead early. They made sure that they kept us on the defensive and took charge.
Was it the game plan with to hurt Antwerp Giants with Tofi in the bucket?
Well, we wanted to, but their pressure took us away from it, really. I mean, they kept us from getting in the position we needed to get the ball to our big guys. So I felt that offensively that we were, you know, we were out of rhythm because of their aggressive defense. And second half we attacked it more. I thought the second half actually that we played, we got at least going, and I think we were starting to cut into it. And then I thought the second half, although Antwerp played great as a team all 40 minutes, especially defensively, I think the problem we had the second half was Pearson, because he just kept hitting tough shots. Every time we kind of cut it down to 8 or something like that, he would make a shot over somebody. And those were big-time plays. If he had missed a few of those and we could have got it down to 0, you know, or even with 6 minutes to go, anything could have happened. But I thought he made some really big plays.
Thank you.
Any more questions?
Coach, about Pearson, you choose Pearson over Speak and the starting 5. Was it more defensive or offensive?
No, it's because thinking on the matchup and
more
game plan.
defensive.
I think when I thought they start Tofi again, and I think Max is a better matchup against Tofi than against Young to stay out of foul trouble. And that's the reason that I said I start Max and Ryan because I have to give the starting 5.
Yeah.
There's a reason, got nothing to do with good or bad.
No, it was more defensive. defensive?
Because also coach changed their line-up with immediately Butler on the 4.
Yeah.
And that was the game before a problem for us. Pearson against Butler.
Not today.
Not today.
And he did it on both sides of the floor, Pearson today. And he stopped, he made it difficult for Butler the first time, and he scored also.
We got the game before we got defensively a problem. The moment that Butler was playing on the 4.
Yeah.
Any more questions, gentlemen? Coach Dean, Coach Vervaak, we have some students with us tonight from college for journalism, obviously. They have some questions for you. Yes?
What's the status on the injury of the steward?
We don't know yet. We will see.
Yeah.
But he was not able to play.
And will he be able to play Saturday against Sheffield?
I hope so. I think tomorrow the medical staff will see what it is and what we have to do. But I trust my medical staff. We have a good medical staff.
Students, any questions? Should we formal?
Only much did you think this one is your, this is ours?
The last minute. Because against a team like Aalst, the game is 40 minutes and they are so dangerous. Of course, normally you have to believe in what you have on that moment, but basketball is basketball, and the focus has to be there for 40 minutes.
You know, it was already 29.
Yeah.
You also had to win with 12 points ahead. So
Yeah.
did you think this one is ours? Or did you think, maybe we can do this?
Yes, but I try to get a focus on my players. Of course, don't think on the 12 points. On the other way, we have to know that we have 12 points. So, but Aalst is a very dangerous team the moment that they have a momentum. So I told my team each time they have it, we have to break that momentum immediately, for sure now, because thinking on the 12 points.
You had a question?
In the semi-final, you have to play against Charleroi. How you look forward to that game?
We play now Saturday, Charleroi, here at home. But a cup game is always something special. It's in Brussels, so I think in cup games everything is possible. Everything is possible. And what you have is, as a coach, you don't have to motivate your players. I'm sure that they're gonna give themselves 100% again.
You have questions?
What is the most important at this stage of the competition or the cup?
Today the cup. Today the cup, because I think for Port of Antwerp Giants going to the semi-final in Brussels, it's of course for the club, for the players, for myself, for everybody, great. Next thing, we have to forget the cup now, because we play Saturday, the competition, and playoffs are very important.
Okay. Yes, you.
Are you disappointed by the performance of your team?
Especially how we came out, how we started the game. I'm very disappointed because we know when you're down 12 points that you can't get all 12 points in the first 5 minutes, but you want to come out with a lot of energy because you can't have any bad periods. If you want to beat a team away by more than 12 points, every team has runs, and you've got to try to have one extra run in the game, one extra streak. And when you start out like we did, you put yourself in almost an impossible situation right away. Last time we played in Antwerp, it was very similar actually the first quarter because both teams were scoring everything. But this time they scored and we didn't. So the way we stayed in the game last time was with our offense, which we did not have in the first quarter. So yeah, I was extremely disappointed with the way we started the game.
Coach, shot
percentage if the team wasn't that high? Do you have an issue?
Yeah, their pressure defense bothered us, and then our own focus to start the game. Those two things combined. You know, we shot 3 for 14 or something from the 3 points. I think our 2-point percentage was respectable. I don't know what it was, but our 3-point, you know, you lose the game by 14 and they score 18 more points from you from the 3-point line, and about the same amount of 3-point shots. You know, it happened in our last game also. So we have to find a way to deal with the pressure defense when we see it and come up with better opportunities to score.
Coach, was there a lack of concentration in your team first time?
You know, this is the age-old question that coaches really never have a clear explanation for in any sport. When a team comes out in this kind of situation and is so flat, the best explanation I can give to you is that we expected them to be maybe a little more passive in the back of our heads than they were, that they were going to come out and try to protect a 12-point lead. We didn't talk that way, we didn't discuss that, but maybe that was in the back of my players' heads, that this team, and then we kind of were taken, you know, by surprise that they came out with so much energy from the first, you know, so aggressive from the first second. And that's, you know, to give credit to the coach and to their team, because maybe that had an effect on us where we stagnated. We you know, we didn't answer with being as aggressive as they were. Instead, we let them dictate how the game was to go.
You have one more last question?
Yeah, you guys only had 8 assists. Isn't that a sign that there wasn't enough ball movement?
Yeah, it all comes back to the same thing. You know, I'm repeating myself, but we did not deal with their pressure defense the way we should have. If a team's going to pressure you like that, you can attack the pressure and have better ball movement and shot attempts, but we did not do that. Instead, we stepped back. Like I said when I began this press conference, we played on our heels and they played on their toes. And you cannot be passive against aggressive defense. You have to be aggressive and make good choices, and we did not do that.
We have one final question from a young lady.
Pardon?
Did you prepare differently for this game, knowing you lost only 2 times at home?
Of course, you have to analyze the game that you played against Aalst, the shorter game, the less game here, and you try to take away where there it's like Coach said, we start offensively very well, but I think there we didn't play that game. We didn't play the same defense, and yeah, we tried to not to change some little things, but like Coach said, to put more pressure on the passers. That was a thing. We tried to deny the passers and put more pressure on the passers the moment they get the ball. And I think we did better on radio too, also on the ball screen of radio. Changing things, no. Try to work on detail.
Okay. Thank you, gentlemen. That was it.